So I'm almost there. Massively misjudged the distance. Bit of reflection on yesterday's long run. So it ended up being a bit harder than I anticipated. So I wanted to pick up the intensity a bit, just to see what I had in the tank, see if I hit the wall. So I did that. But when I got to the seafront at about 11 miles, I was in a strong headwind for the next like 6 or 7 miles. But I stuck with the pace, so the heart rate jumped up. For the 20th mile I picked up the pace, so I still had fuel in the tank, and then I shut it down just to make sure that I could have a nice cool down home. So all in all, really good run. Didn't hit the wall, didn't fuel at all. I was thirsty by the end. I probably could have done with some water, but other than that, all good. Tuesday morning, halfway through a fartlek session, had to stop and go to the toilet unfortunately, so I'm just walking up this bank, gonna rejoin the route and get back into the session. So at the moment I'm just doing 400 meters, and then half the recovery, 600 meters, half the recovery, and just looping through that over and over. And I'm probably just gonna do maybe 5 mile, so 2/3 of it's going to be like an effort, and then obviously a third of it's going to be recovery. So nice little session. Right, back on the road, so let's get back in the session. Change of plan for tonight. So it's usually hill reps on the Tuesday after a session in the morning, but we're going to drop those in favour of recovery, so I can recover in time for the next session, because doing hill reps tonight would just be like flogging a dead horse. Not really going to achieve much, to be honest, so I'm better off just taking it easy and recovering from this, so I'll stay consistent and get out and run tomorrow, and then recover for the next key session. The event village is almost finished now for the Great North Run. Almost race day. That'll be the finish line come Sunday. And there's the fan zone. Wednesday morning, just after an easy hour. Been having a little look at the Great North Run event village. So it's almost finished now. Then we've got these barriers here, which are at Marsden, so when they come down the hill, so it's quite a steep hill. I think it's to keep everybody left, because you turn left at the bottom of the hill towards the seafront, the finish. So yeah, other than to keep left, I'm not sure what they're for. But yesterday was a tough day, 18 miles in total. So today I'm just taking it nice and easy, losing my voice a little bit, got a sore throat. It's definitely lingering from Nikki and Avery, but hopefully it'll hold off. I'm doing the Great North Run on Sunday with Stephen, so I had 2 options. Well, I had 3 options really. First one I could do was just race it flat out. Decided against that because I've got Vale of York the week after, so that was option 2, to do Vale of York and just take it easy here. Well, the third option was to run there from mine, it's about 10 miles to the start, and then run back with Stephen or run back a marathon pace effort. So there's a few options there, but I think I'm just going to go with, I'm going to run there and run back with Stephen and take it easy and keep my powder dry for next weekend, which is Vale of York, and have a real go at that and see if I can get back under 120 and as close to sort of 116 as possible, although I'm not holding that much hope. I'm going to say if I can run around about 118 at just under, I'll be really happy with that. That gives us another 6 weeks to kind of keep building and get in the right place. So yeah, fingers crossed. Thursday morning, just out for a medium long run, 15 miles, feeling quite good, which is good because after Tuesday's fartlek session I was quite heavy legged. I was a bit heavy legged yesterday, so feeling good today, just in time for a tempo tomorrow and the Great North Run on Sunday. So yeah, looking forward to the end of this week. Friday morning, just did a 4-mile tempo, feeling quite good, averaging around 6-minute mile pace. So, back to normal after last week's failed tempo, so happy to get through that. Quite a windy day, so it was tough going, but yeah, it's done, it's in the bag, almost another week over. Saturday morning, almost time for the Great North Run. If you're not familiar with the Great North Run, it's a net downhill, but there's a lot of up and down along the way. Like up to Hewitt for about 2 miles, you're just gradually climbing, and you're climbing up the Whitemere Pool, then you're climbing up the John Reed Road at 8 mile, then you're climbing up Marsden at 10 mile, and then you hit the seafront. And obviously there's a lot of downhills along the way, but it's tough going. It's not an easy one, not a fast one. I'm torn with what to do, I don't know, but the pedestrian tunnel's finally opened again after being closed for like 6 years. Sunday morning, just on my way to the Great North Run start. Hopefully it's 7 miles in, because as usual, not prepared. I didn't actually check the distance, so I got dropped off at the pedestrian tunnel, kind of just hoping that 7 miles to start. If it's much more than 8.5, I might miss the start. But we'll see when we get there. When will this uphill end? I've been running 5 miles of it now. There must be just like a massive drop into the finish. Leave them and go by, just started. So I'm almost there. Massively misjudged the distance. It's gonna be 9 miles by the time I get there. And I'm gonna be like 5 minutes before the start. Hopefully I can get to the pen, because the pen shuts 10 minutes before. Don't know if you can see, but there's Mo Farah, potential race winner, doing his shakeout just before the start.
And finally, wearing race number 1, the multiple Olympic and world champion over 5,000 and 10,000 meters, and the reigning 5 times Great North Run champion, representing Great Britain, Sir Mo Farah.
John!
Come on, John! Come on, John!
Hello, hello, hello! Hiya! Ah, bye, thanks. Boo!
Hello.
Hello.
You been alright?
Yeah, boo! Hey, Johnny! Hiya!
Hello, Daddy.
Boo! I ran the first 8 miles, 7 miles quite hard, and then because it's quite hot and I'm racing next week, I just took the rest of it quite easy.
Okay, love you, bye.
Ran the last 2 miles with the Hodger twins. It's in the front there. Gotta finish with them. I'd shut it down in 8 mile because I didn't want to go too hard on racing next week. And Martin Adam came up from behind, so just climbed down, picked it back up a bit. It's a Green North run done in around about 1:25:30. So faster than I anticipated. But when I got there, I thought I'm just going to go out and I'm going to run the first 10k quite hard, tire the legs out. So I did almost 9 mile there as a kind of warm up, long run really. I decided to go for the first 10k and run hard. So I mean, I didn't try and run like a 10k PB or anything, but was it 38:15 or something like that for 10k? And then I just shut it down after 7 mile and I started jogging. I got to the Nuke and bumped into Nikki and everybody, Avery, and so I stopped for a minute or two and I was just talking to them, asking who'd gone by and whatnot, the usual. And then I decided to get going again. And then about half a mile after leaving Nikki, I just heard someone shouting, John, John, John. Turned around, it was the Hodgson twins. So I just joined in with them and picked up the pace a little bit again and ran into the finish. I think it was probably the last 3 mile with them. So we were having a good chat, good laugh. And finishing around about 1:25:30. So yeah, it was good. By the time I finished, I was 22 mile into me day though, so good test of energy levels, because it meant that I was at 19 mile when I bumped into the Hodgers and had to go again, basically pick it back up after slowing down. The reason for slowing down is just because I didn't want to end up frying my legs when I'm supposed to be racing next week. And ideally I probably should have just let the Hodgers go and just continue to kind of stroll in. But then I just thought, oh, do you know what, I don't do this very often. So and it's not very often I end up running with somebody. So I just thought I'll enjoy it while it lasts. And yeah, it was good fun. The last mile's always really good because there's so much support. Everyone's shouting, giving you high fives. So yeah, all in all, good morning. A much better long run than running on my own. Although it probably created a lot more fatigue, but it was good fun. I'll see how I am tomorrow, and if I am pretty done in, I'll just bring the rest week forward and have a rest week next week going into Vale of York next Sunday. But if I feel alright, I'll continue training as normal because I'm due a rest week the week after anyway. So it'll be 3 weeks high mileage, then a rest week. But if I have to do two weeks and next week off, then that's fine. So just heading back to the Nuke now to meet Nicola and the kids and Rachel, and we're going to cheer Nick in. So Nick's due in soon, brother-in-law. After that, going to get some food because I'm super hungry. Always am after a long run. Another positive week. I've probably done 89 miles, so I'll just do a bit of a cool down now and round that up to 90. And then yeah, solid week. Finish the week in style. Chicken pizza over Subway.